Welcome to the Grand Design Series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 10th of May 1957 after, well, it's been about 5 months since the end of the last part. And what I want to do in this part is a couple of things. I want to give an overview of what's going on, because we are getting to a point now where there is a lot going on, and keeping track of it all is going to be a bit of a challenge. And then I've got a little bit of a problem that I need to think about and possibly address, but I'll explain that once we get to it. But first things first, I just want to show you where we're making some progress. What we've got here now, if you watch the previous videos, is that I had a massive pollution problem here. I think I've proven conclusively that overflowing waste transfer offices are a big source of pollution, so you don't want them near your town, your settlements, or more importantly, you don't want, what you want to do is make sure they never overflow. So what we've got now is solve the pollution problem. I've got this transfer office out here, which is replacing the one that was here, and you can see it. So things are a little bit more under control. We've got our waste management here, but the only real problem we got here is the fact that we don't have a power supply, but we can fix that. And the other thing I wanted to do is we've got this big technical office here, which is going to become, I'm going to call it Central Waste Man. And what this is going to be is our new waste management system. And what I'm going to do is probably not remove this, but I might specialize it for an idea which I'm currently working on. And then this one up here, which is also providing waste management, I think what we're going to do with you is we're going to probably make you into a water management system, so that maybe we can fill in any gaps where there's any water issues. So these trucks will probably get specialized out over time. So that's what's going on in this area. Now, the other thing I was working on in the last part was these sheep farms. And I must admit, I am quite impressed with them. They are working quite well. They're actually producing, like, we got the crops here. I think the problem we got now is the fact that they're a little bit too efficient, in the sense that they are producing plenty of meat here. So I've got a bit of a solution to that, which I want to work on, because I've built this distribution office here for a little while. Keep on doing this. I'm going to call this meat transfer here. And what we're going to do is tell you to come over to here. Eventually this will be probably done with trains. I want to move more and more towards trains as we go forward. Cannot assign to, oh no, sorry, it's me. I think probably a direct unload here. Set it to, say, 80%. And what we will do is buy refrigerated trucks. Capacity, like 2 of those, and I think this should sort itself out. And then the idea is that the meat being transferred from over there to here will no longer be necessary, because we'll have the meat into this area here. Right now, the area where we're going to be doing quite a lot of work is in here, and it's going to be waste management again. Sorry if it sounds a bit boring. But before that, the rest of the map is going okay. We are indulging in a little bit of a modernization program through here to try and upgrade this road here. We've got a little bit of a problem here, which I probably won't be able to fix. But what I'm trying to do is make this main road into all asphalt. The other thing is I need to do is we've got to come out here, because I want to work on this area as well, but we can't. We need to get the ability to do some leveling out here. So I'm gonna put a free construction office. Just show it there. And of course, we're going to need a free gas station. Put you there. Oh, great. Where are we going to... Oh, we're probably going to haul the fuel from there, aren't we? So I need to find a gas station. There we are. We're going to add you there. And we're probably going to need you for a little while. So I'm going to put that there. And we're indulging a little bit of a race here. Oops, workshop. Bulldozers. I think the Stanolitz is still the best, isn't it? So we'll get to... And we're going to need a couple of excavators as well. I think year 22, year 22, year 26. Well, to be honest, it doesn't really make any difference. I think we're just going to get a couple of those. I don't want you working on anything. And then while we're doing other things, eventually we'll end up with that, and then we can finish off planning this farm. Because what I do need to do is start thinking about the rail connection out here and where we're going to put our new town. But we're not going to be focusing on that in this part, because what I'm doing at the moment is electrifying the line out here. So that is the current situation there. I've got a little bit of a plan for over here, because I think it's going to take a little while to get out here. Plus I'm starting to think that the only way we're going to get a successful town out here is by supplying food, clothes and everything by rail. So what I'm pushing at the moment is electrification of this area. See, we got a train here working on this area here, so that we can electrify all this area in, get this done. That means we can improve the waste management here and get this office on, and then we're going to push out this way to get out to here, and then we're going to build up this area. But what I have done off camera is put in all the pipelines. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be a little bit risky, but because we want the oil flowing relatively quickly, what I'm going to do is see if I can... We're going to probably use windmills here for these pumping stations. And then the idea is going to be is that we're run this out here and just gamble on the fires. If a pump jack burns down or pumping station burns down, we'll just do it. The idea is to get the oil flowing into here, and then we'll just try to kind of deal with the issues as they come through until this town is built. And then I've got another idea of what I want to do with the town, but I'm going to want to keep this town relatively small, just so that it provides their last chance to buy. Yeah, I think we've got the fire trucks. Now, up here, things are coming together. We've got the power supplies in. I don't think I've actually connected them. I think if I remember correctly, I was looking at this, yeah. What I want to do is come down here. Need that connected. I need to put in the waste management. Now, I'm getting a little bit worried about the fire coverage here, because it's only a matter of time before one of these buildings burns down. So I've got a bit of a strategy. I've also put in the vehicle maintenance. And what we're going to do is just use this as a... we're just going to import the necessary goods. But the trouble is we're going to overwork this. So I think we may need to bring the port online as well. This is a medium dock. So we may need to start bringing in some shipping. But one thing I do want to do is here. I think I can get something in here. Fire station. I know I've got a fire station over there, but I want to put a second one in. One, to give myself a little bit earthquake proofness. Oh, great. I want to put a small fire station in here. Put that one in. How many? You've got 6 fire engines. Actually, that one looks a bit better. How many fire engines? You've got 4. I'm just going to tuck you in there. Have I put a heat exchanger in yet? Yeah. No, that's sewage, isn't it? Heat exchanger's there. It's just not a power supply or anything. So you'll be okay. And what I want to do is we're going to probably put a windmill up here to provide local power in the short term. And then what we're going to do is bring a workforce out to here so that we'll get some fire coverage in case any accidental fires while we're still in the process of getting ready to populate. I'm also building a yeah, this is we'll rename you. This is going to be shop supplies, and just going to get a couple of cupboard holes in here. Capacity, I'll get 1, 2, 3 torches in here. This is where it's going to get a bit tricky from the management side, and what we're going to do is start putting in the food supplies, but we don't need to do that just yet. Set that to limit, sort the limits out later on. So that is the current situation. Now what I need to do now is talk about what's going on up here. One, we don't have a lot. We got we're not producing any steel. Now I've done this deliberately because if I show you here, well, I've got a massive waste management problem here. I'm just going to speed the game up a bit at the moment, simply because everything is completely overwhelmed here. And what's happened is because this is filling up, these guys are having to pick up the waste from here, which is very inefficient because I want to separate out the various components, trying to keep this under control. But in fact, what I will do actually, yeah, we're going to let it go out of control temporarily. I think what I want to do is, let's have a look at here, because I've got a bit of an overall strategy here. Okay, we got, yeah. What I need is yeah, what I need is to move some more thingies. How fast does this thing go? Whoops, sorry. 45 kilometers an hour. What I want to do is move some steel using this here, and then what that means is that this, we won't be picking up steel from here anymore. We're going to move this more to shipping out actual. I'll probably keep a little bit of steel in here for the maintenance and the construction offices, but what I want to do is make this into the one that moves the steel over to the open store, not open hole. What am I talking about? Right, we're going to need some wagons. Cargo wagon, 60 tons of I think that might be a bit much, even if I am shipping steel. What I'm looking for is, we got these ones that move 24 tons. It's got a top speed of 75. I'm trying to be a bit more selective because eventually we're going to get to a point where we're going to have to manage. These don't go very fast, so that's the only problem. these go at 80. I think we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Oops. You're going to come there. We're going to clear you. You're going to pick up the vehicles from there. And you are going to transport them to there and unload. And again, I'm just going to follow him. I was going to see how many he's going to pick up. Actually, one thing I'm going to have to be very careful with is the actual these cargo wagons. Eventually, we're going to have to modernize them. And to be honest, at the moment, I've only got a very hypothetical overview of how I can actually do that. If you can pick up all 4, it'd be nice. 2, 3. Oh, he's only doing 3 at a time. Okay. It's going to minimize you, put you down in that corner. And then we're going to come in here. I just want to see how busy this... yeah, you've got trains in here that will... Okay. So, back to the steel mill. Just want to see... Yeah, we're gaining on the waste management now. You can see here the fact that this is emptying, but the reason this is emptying is the fact that this steel mill is doing nothing. Now, what I'm thinking is that I want to start bringing on this area online as well, which is going to add even more waste to this area. But what I do need to do is think of a bus platform out here. I don't want... Should I put a really big one here? Maybe that's a little bit too big. The next one down is 500, 400, 800, 2000, 500, 500. This is quite neat and compact, but I'm not sure. I think 230 is going to be more than enough. We're going to put you... Actually, I'm going to put you like that. Actually, trying to think of the best way to do this. Now, I think we're just going to come in like that. That's asphalt. That's good. You should get picked up by this guy. I don't think he's that busy. The reason I'm putting a bus platform here is I want to take workers out to here and some other stuff that we want to build, but I'm not sure if I can illustrate it. If I show you these, you can see that we're getting lots and lots of workers on here. And if you watch, we're getting so many workers out here that they're not all getting off because everything is a little bit overloaded. So what I want to do is that these will come off here, get into the bus station, and then move up to this area here. And then that will produce more coal and everything that we need to do. Anyway, let's just get back to... Do we have... Is matey... Yeah, he's delivered them now. What I want to do is add a connection to here. You're going to pick up steel but I want to leave about 30% in the steel mill to begin with as a local supply. Where am I? And then you're going to come out to... Where are you? Where's my drop-off point? There it is. And you're going to keep this 70% full. Now, what I'm going to do is... Actually, that's okay at the moment. pollution warning. Yeah. Do we have any spare trains? I think we got spare trains. What I'm trying to do is trigger the steel mill to go into full production. At the moment, it's kind of emptying out here, which is exactly what I want to do. What I want to do is add a second construction waste there. So we've got metal scrap, burnable waste, other waste. Good. Come on, game. You can do it. What I will do, I think it's this one that is picking. Is it this one picking the steel up from here? No, it's not. I want to remove you. Move that from there. We are going to leave the steel here because this will, the idea is this steel will provide the pickup point for this here. I just want to make sure for some reason he was still on the custom shed. That's not good. Yeah, you're too far away. I want you to go onto here. Your pickup point is going to be there. And this one is not quite so important. But what I'm trying to do is move them away from the steel mill itself. So you can come there. What are you doing at the moment? Not a lot. So I think it's time to start bringing this online. We'll build outwards. Okay. Is this construction office woken up yet? Why are you not moving that much? Let's have a look. 261. I think what I will do is we're going to increase that a little bit to 320. We're going to move you to 80%. Here we are. Finally got the feet touch for it. Okay, let's just pause that. Put you there. Now we've got the full 3 wagons or 4 wagons on here. We're getting there. It's probably the polite way of saying it. Now I'm not that actually interested in the train itself, but if you watch now, as this loads up, I open up this. What you will see is how quickly this is accumulating waste in the form of metal scrap, which is coming in. Now this is obviously coming in from all the other buildings, but what's happening is that this is, because this is going kind of maximum capacity, because it's got quite a lot of workers in here, I can probably increase that up to actually we'll push it to the full 500 actually now, because we want it there. And of course we don't even have the bonus from drinking water, but what you'll see is how quickly this waste is actually filling up as this fills up. You can see it's literally just filling up here now, which means that there's no way that the trucks operating in this area will be able to keep ahead of this. So so the long and the short of it is we've got to come up with a way to how can you put it, manage stuff, and that's both on construction waste, mixed waste, but I've got a little bit more of an extra strategy here, because what I want to do is, because we got this here now, what I'm thinking is that over here we still got a lot of waste coming in here, which is going to be a bit of a problem, despite the fact you imagine that this train is loading up, but this is still, this waste at the moment is going to export. I'll show you the economy. I'll show you exports. We've exported this month alone 410 tons of mixed waste. And you can see that at the moment, because that is all coming from this industrial area over here, and this is way too far apart away. So the strategy is going to be we got an aircraft. That's cool. Is that up here? We're going to put in another mixed waste pickup, but and also a construction waste pickup. So we're going to start with that. We're going to have to use it with railway. We've got the rail lines there. And what I want to do is get this. We've got a rail connection there, so we can come off about there. And we're going to put two side by side. We've got this area here. What I'm thinking is, if I can get a road off of here through down this side of the road. Get you to there. Something like that. You can connect to there. So we'll accept that. And to try and kind of cut the distance down even further, I'm going to put a drop off here for the mixed waste. The construction waste isn't quite so important, but I can get you in for the mixed waste. We're going to have to, well, we've got the power station here anyway, so that's step one. Now, the next thing I want to get out of here is because what we're also picking up from here is metallic waste and actually construction waste. I don't need this, do I? Let me just look at this. I need to look at something. I can pull a fast one here, I think. It may be a little bit risky, but okay. Construction waste, got it. What we're going to do here is I'm going to put in a, let's think this through. We've got this here. You can now come on to there. That's going to be for mixed waste. What I want to do now is aggregate. We're going to put a train aggregate loading for a train. Where's the road? Road is just there. We're going to put plenty of space so that we can get conveyors in. Put you there. Is that? Maybe that's a bit over the top. I don't think we're going to need more than 2 trains here. We're going to get a lot of construction waste from here, but not that much, I shouldn't think. I'm going to pull this out, and eventually you can go into there. Now, what we are going to need is an aggregate store. and it needs to be a direct connection to there, like that. I can pull you away like that. Get rid of. What that means is we'll get an aggregate store into here. That can come to there. And I just want to check something else now. Right, what we're going to have is this over here. Now, what we're going to need is truck unloading about there. And you will come to, I'm going to bring the road straight out like that, and then you will connect into there. What that will mean is when we put in this here, we'll be able to unload the construction waste into here, and then we'll be able to ship that across the map down to the other reprocessing plant. And if I keep this pretty loose, what I can do is, if necessary, what we can get from these. But I think overall we'll get this. You can see how quickly this is filling up again because the steel mill is going full out. So what we're going to have here is a floor for the mixed waste. We're going to have a train aggregate for the construction waste. Now the next thing I want is off this side as well. We're going to have another store over here. Probably not as big as the construction waste, but we can probably go quite small for here. Ah, great, it's on the wrong side. That's going to be a pain, right? This isn't going to work. It's too cramped on this side. We're going to demolish you, remove you. I want something that's got a bit more scope, actually. Aggregate loading. We're going to stick with this one. And we're going to put you in about there. And then behind here, we're going to put in, we only need a small aggregate loading. Okay, I'm going to put you round that way, like that. Actually, we'll put you like that. And we're going to change you. Trim you back a smidge, but I don't want to break this because the road crew is already on there. And then we're going to put you back in again. This is going to be for scrap metal. I don't think we're going to need anything like this for scrap metal. So we've now got mixed waste, construction waste, metal scrap, and then the last thing I want to put in is open store. We're going to need one with a, probably going to need a medium one here. Now, the reason I'm putting a medium one in here for this is I want the rail connection, because what this is going to hold is plastic waste. So we're going to offload the plastic waste onto here, like that. So we're going to have you there. we can bring roads in from there. So that, what that means is we're now going to have a collection of rail lines coming in from here. This crossing here is going to be a little bit of a problem, but I'm going to kind of come out like this. Come out like that. I'm going to curve you round like that. You're going to come there. Then we're going to bring another line. Get off this curve, it'd be nice. Like that. You're going to come down into there like that. Now, these could be quite long, so we're going to put... it's not going to come off that curve very well, is it? Okay. We're going to have to put the crossover there. That will pick up the construction waste and the metal scrap from here. And then what we will do is take off another line here, like that. And you're going to run down alongside like this. And you are going to run into there like that. So what this will mean is that we'll be able to move all the waste away from this area very, very quickly. This one down here will become the local waste from the town here, and then bring the stuff down to there. Just had a thought. I think what we will do is just bring a line in there up to there, like that. This is going to be a bit of a backup line for, actually, don't like that. Just break that connection there. Take you into there. Yeah, this is going to be a backup line for when we develop out this way. We can have a town out there. We're going to need to do something for their waste. I think what we're going to do is you're going to come off there. You're going to run down here. And you're going to go into there. Because we might end up with some quite long trains here. That's not going to work. Yes, it can work because we need to build around this crossing. Yeah, I think I can make the construction trains do what I want them to do. It's just that they're going to have to do a little bit of odd building, in the sense that they're going to have to come in, build this, and then come back out and build back this way. Yeah, we have to be very careful about how we manage the construction here. So we're going to have all this kind of chunkered together and eventually get this set up. What I will probably do also is put out a technical office out here to take over the management from there, so that this one won't be needed. And what I'm thinking is that we may specialize the technical offices. Rather than building a big one like this, I might build some small one here, which may, like, say for example, collect the actual construction waste. You can see how quickly this is kind of filling up. But at the moment I've got loads of these things running around, actually picking up the waste. The only thing that's keeping this really balanced at the moment is the fact that this is not being able to work at full capacity. Anyway, so I think I've cracked that. Let me just see if we've actually got our... And we've got these guys out here now. So I can now work on the next phase here. We've got our major farm here. This is our large farm. And what I want to do now is we're going to need... I'm going to get a fairly big silo here. Simply because we're going to need... Oh, it's great. Oh, we can... I push this out far enough like that. We can put the in-road in. So, and then the out-road. Yeah, so if we push you there. No, 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 no. I think we've got a bit of a contour issue here. I think I'm going to have to do the... So I can get what I want. We're going to get rid of this, I think. So we're going to do a little bit of terrain management. Something I generally don't like to do, but I think sometimes you've just got to make a little bit of an exception. Because I need that silo connection to be in the right place. Thank you, game. No. For some reason that keeps insisting on kind of... And then we'll try and smooth it a bit. Here. Flatten it out. Almost completely. If we can, maybe we might have to go down a silo. That's better. Just build this in here. So we got a silo with a capacity of 8,000. Just going to see if I can plan a put a big field in there, but right, I'm gonna drop there, but what we may have to do is pick it up again and drop it off, but this is going to be... Oops, trim it back up a little bit further so we can get as close in on this field as possible. That's better. And you're going to run up through here. Actually, I've just had a thought. It's got quite a long run in. You can come there. Actually, you're going to get deliveries of... Just see. This is going to be a fuel delivery, isn't it? And you're going to deliver to the farm. We're probably going to need to put a fuel delivery out here once we know where the town's going to be. So I don't... And then we can deliver the chemical fertilizer to it by truck. So what we're going to need to do is come off here. Keep the track pretty close to the edge of the border at the moment. To make sure this is all, yeah. So we can run the train in here. We can put power into here as necessary. We've got a road connection there. Let's see the terrain here. Terrain here is pretty manky. Oops. I think what we will do, we got a road there going up there. We got a field here, which I think we can mess about with. If I turn that field round, it might not put a large field in there. Kind of thinking we put a road down here. I think what we'll do is, I don't want to obstruct this, so if I actually, we might be able to get across here a bit better. Yeah, we can get across there with a bridge down. That means we can, this built, it's not finished yet. Right. 1, 2, 3 fills that way. But field just there. Yeah, we got a bit of an inclusion there, which there's nothing we can do because that's rock. Could probably offset this a little bit like that. We got road going up here. We might be able to put a, don't think that, we'll try and get a medium field in here. Just one at the back. Yeah, that's full size, that's good. So we got a medium field there. We got, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's probably the size of the farm that we want. So what we're going to need to do is push out a coast road along here. Like that. Probably come in about there. So that would be our farm. We'll have the rail track come in here. We'll probably build our maintenance town here. We've got plenty of space to keep expanding out that way. So we'll put a maintenance town in here, where we could probably going to put some helicopter fire stations in to cover this farm. And what we'll probably do is turn this into a massive agriculture area. We've got a little bit of steel, iron ore out here, but I think iron ore isn't really going to be particularly that much of a problem. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the game run, just see what else is going on. We will just want to check my rail construction here, just make sure these guys are completely on the ball, which they're not. I want them really focused on this area here. I certainly want you laying track here and here. We've got lots of work to do in that area, but also I need you working on up here as well. I think, let me just see. I think we'll get the back curve underway here with you as a secondary backup. Part of me says get this online, although we're got a surplus of chemicals. What I do really need to do is unlock over here. If I can unlock this and get this operating, distributing clothes and stuff like that, I think I can solve a few quite a lot of problems. I'm a bit worried about the fact that that's only got where's your... So I want to check how much coal. Yeah, I think we're going to push you up to 50% because this town's becoming pretty fundamental to what we're actually doing. The final check, they've got 24 tons in there. Get over to here because this is the other thing that we did. You got 25 tons in there. Let me just see. We've also got a... Where is it? We got a cold store over... Oh yeah. I think I can expand the role of this guy. We're start off unload. We're start about 40% in there to begin with. I think if we can get meat into here, that means that we can reduce the distribution of the meat. In fact, where are you guys? Last chance to buy. All related vehicles. You're picking up from the custom shed. We don't really need you doing that anymore. What we need you to do is pick up from here. Again, I don't... We'll start you off here with the custom shed. And then eventually, once we've got a stockpile of meat over here, over here, we can then keep shortening the distances down. In fact, what I'm gonna do is you're there. We're gonna put a small distribution office in. I can get it in here somewhere. Not distribution office, not cargo station. Okay, we're going to put you about there. And then we're going to call you Stilton meat distrib. And then we're going to run that, and then if the chain starts to fall down, what we'll do is put another couple of sheep farms in here. I think this will really work from that point of view and keep this flowing through there. So what we'll end up doing is using this to supply the meat to Otherton here, obviously padded in here, and Stilton, and then that will be it. It will become a closed circuit, which means that the meat supply should be stable for the rest of the game. short of disasters such as trucks breaking down and things like that, which you can always rely on. And just to show you, we're actually keeping things going. But again, it's the only reason these guys are staying ahead is down simply to the fact that the steel mill isn't producing constantly, which is not something I want to aim for. It's not something I want long term. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.